What I'm doing in those first two photos is we've had their legs out, and then I pull the feet in. I'm curling the toes over, and then hooking my fingers around and doing this. She's pretty open here. What I was doing was giving some length to her soleus, her gastrocs, her calves. You'll see that the ball of the foot is almost in the center of my palm. I'm guiding her up. And then slowly what I do is curl around the toes, just to open them up. I can engage a little bit of slide there if I want. I can repeat any portion of that I choose. This to me feels like the tightest portion. What about you? Yeah?
Yep.
Right in there. So I'm guiding, giving some length to the calves, and then slowly curling around the toes. What will then happen is I'm going to take one leg wide. I'm going to bring the other leg. I want the ankle, knee, hip, and shoulder in one line. If they're like this, they don't internally rotate the same way. If I bring them here, they internally rotate more, because now we're going to work the outer leg lines. And what I do is I'm going to come along to the outside. My right hand is going to go around around the calcaneus, the ankle bone. So it's just sitting right in the center of my palm. I'm guiding her in, seeing what the movement is like. I'm going to find the greater trochanter of her femur. That's the big bony knob on the outside of this large leg bone. Am I killing you right there? Just her hygrometer is going off. I'm going to put my palm right over this. I'm going to lean in. It's like I'm lengthening these lines. If I can balance my body weight however I want, I'm going to lean in, not too much. There.
It's on greater trochanter?
Greater trochanter. And down here, it's at the ankle bone. And then slowly, I'm just going to palm press right along tib anterior. So there are two lines on the outside of the leg, just like there was one on the inside. That's going to repeat when you get to the arms. Two lines on the outside, one on the inside. On the outside of the leg, here's what we have. Right along tib anterior, right next to the tibia. And then 3/4 the way out. So you see it's not here, you see it's not here, it's this line, right there.
The one that connects to the
It'll go right up, almost to the, what is it, the ACES? Right in here? Almost. Almost. A little bit lateral to the ACES. But right through there. So general locations. You don't have to be overly specific. You don't have to worry about it. So that's the first line. I'm using my thumbs just to show you a little more hand location. The second line cuts the leg directly in half from the side. It bisects the leg. So I'm going to come in right through here. You see that I rolled her open just a little bit. Right along the peroneals. Did they get those a new name recently?
It's the same.
Same? So one line on the inside, two on the outside, right? If I decide to get off of like a primary, like in other words, we're not working a single line. If I'm just working the leg overall, I can just come to the outside, I'm going to rotate, I can press through here. And remember we said we're not going to overwork our hands. If I'm tired of using my thumbs, because I was thumb pressing to show where those lines are, she has a little more tension right in here in her tibialis anterior. What I'm going to do is reposition my body. I'm going to roll her in a bit. I'm going to use my heel of my hand right through there. How's that? Not too bad? Okay. Now, when I do this, I want you to make sure that when you do this, it's not uncomfortable to your hand or wrist. You can always change the angle because the degree of flexion or extension that you go through the wrist is going to alter that for you. The other thing is if I do this and decide, do you need a little more pressure in there?
Oh.
Okay. I'm going to drop my knee down. How's that? There we go. I'm still working that same line, but now it's more like a pin and stretch, right?
Yes.
But when I drop my knee, it's like a reinforced back of hand. Just a good way to work that line.